This is Venus with Personal Powerhouse. Today we are gonna fold a fitted sheet. Now this is something you may not absolutely need in the future, but it is good to know. This is the flat sheet, this is the fitted sheet. Now a lot of people tend to just wad up this guy and throw it in the linen closet, which I understand. I didn't know how to fold a fitted sheet for the longest. Now the difference is the fitted sheet is the one that has elastic. So this is the one that goes on your mattress first, and then you put on your flat sheet, and then you put on your comforter. You don't have to, that's just typical, but you can do what you want. So I'm gonna show you how to fold this elastic thing because this guy can be a beast. Now this size that I'm gonna show you is a queen. So there are different sizes to mattresses. You may have like a twin or a full right now. So there's twin, which is the smallest, full, queen, king, and then a California king mattress is really big. So this is a queen. It may fit in the camera, it may not, but let's get started. Now, if at any point you have questions, you can drop them in the comments. I'll answer there. You can Instagram me. You can DM me. Personal Powerhouse's Instagram. Or there's now a private Facebook group called Personal Powerhouse Posse. So if you want to be a part of the posse, that's where we're going to interact and bounce ideas back and forth. Or there's a Personal Powerhouse Facebook page, but that's a lot like the Instagram page, so just so you know. The thing that makes this entire folding process work is this seam. So you have 4 seams, hopefully you can see that, on your sheet. That goes into the corner. So here's the very end of that seam. It's only as high as your mattress. So this is the part that tucks underneath your mattress. This is the part that goes on the corner, at the top corner of your mattress. This is the only way I can fold this sheet. So if I didn't have these seams, I wouldn't be teaching this right now, but the seams are everything, so keep that in mind. Okay, so what I'm doing now, what I have here is my middle finger. I use my middle finger, I guess, because it's the longest. All I do is shove it into the corner of the seam, so where the seam stops, and then I keep the seam kind of along my arm. And then I'm going to go find the other end. So I see the sheet as a rectangle, and I'm looking for this corner and this corner so that I can fold them together. I'm not doing the 2 short corners together, if that makes sense. I'm doing the 2 furthest ones. So for now, I've got my middle finger shoved into the corner. I'm going to stick my right arm in here. And now what I'm purposely doing is I'm letting you look over my shoulder so that it's almost like you are me and you're performing this. So hopefully that's a little helpful. But I'm putting my right hand in here. And then I'm going to glide it along the edge of the sheet until I find the next seam. Now what I can tell you is that these are the 2 short sides. So I'm actually going to hop over. Okay. So we're going to start again. So I want the long side. So I've got my seam, I've got my finger jabbed into the corner. I'm going to stretch it along the edge of the sheet. Now I can use the rest of my fingers to help me and still keep my middle finger in the corner. So I'm going to hold it there and boom. There's that next corner. So I've got my middle finger in the seam corner and then my left middle finger in this seam corner. And all I'm going to do is touch them together and flop my left hand over my right hand. So right now, here we've got it. Right hand meets my left hand, my middle fingers are touching. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this top sheet with my right hand. I'm grabbing the top sheet, and then I'm gonna hold it there and just flop. So my middle finger is still here in the seam, so I don't lose it. Now I'm gonna kind of like fix it out. So it's now flopped over. I'm going to start again. So my left hand is now going to go under here. I've got the 2 seams now. So these are layered. So here's the seam on top of the seam. You may not be able to see it super well, but I'm going to stick my left hand in here again and do the exact same thing. So my left hand, my left middle finger is jabbed into the corner of 2 seams. They're layered on top of each other. Now this part is kind of wonky, so I'm just going to fix it, make sure that the outside really is on the outside. So I'm just flipping the part that was folded over and making sure that it's all flipped the right side out, otherwise it's going to be a struggle. Okay, so that's all flipped the right side out. I'm going to put my right hand in here. I'm going to glide along the edge of my sheet and find another seam. I should just meet it with my finger, that tends to happen. Yeah, so there's the underseam, and then the top seam you can see right here. I'm just gonna kind of make sure that those are perfectly in line together. Okay, now I've got my right middle finger jabbed into the seam corner. So I've got 2 seams here, the top one and then my under one. Now I know I'm going kind of slow, but you can pause, you can rewind. I don't want to just zoom through this. I want you to be able to actually get it. So 2 layers here, 2 layers here. This is what I'm working with right now. So if I spread it out, this is how my sheet is looking. It's getting smaller. Okay. So I'm going to come back. So you're looking over my shoulder. I haven't moved. I've got my middle finger, the middle finger. They're going to meet again. And then I'm going to hold the top sheet with my right hand so that I can flop the top sheet with my left hand. Okay. It's flopped over. I still got my middle finger jabbed into the corners here. So there we go. Okay, now I have 4 layers here. So all 4 seams are hanging out on my right arm. And now, if you look at it, I'm gonna put my left hand right here just so I can straighten out this right side. Okay. So if you look at what I've got now, it's kind of like a square. So I've got this here and here. Okay, this is the point where I lay it on the bed. You are welcome to keep standing and try it out, but that doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna lay it down. I've got pretty much a square going on here. And I'm gonna show you it from an aerial view, which just means over the top. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of straighten out that little bit there. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it a little more square-like. So I'm working with a pretty good square. Got that. Now it's all bunched here, so I'm just gonna layer. I'm gonna flatten it out here and then lay it on top of itself. All right. That didn't make a huge difference, but you may be able to tell. So it makes a difference for me. It's now more of a square. Now because it's a square, I like folding into thirds. So to fold it into 3, I'm going to start with the part that's furthest away from me, and I'm going to flip it over itself. And then I'm going to grab this other part and flip it over the top. Okay, so for here, this is what I have. Okay, now that's how it was laid out. I just flipped it over. Now this part is bulky because this part has the most elastic. So what I'm gonna do is fold it the thin side first. And you could honestly, you could fold it in half and call it a day. That can be your sheet. But if you have a smaller area that you've got to shove this sucker, you could fold it into thirds. So I'm gonna divide it here, fold it, and then I'm going to fold it over the fluffy part. And there is a queen size fitted sheet. So again, I'm going to show you that flat sheet next to it. Ugh. So there we go. These flat sheet that goes on top, fitted sheet goes on top of the mattress. So they lay like that. And then they're kind of the same size. So they fit in the closet really well. But that is just a slow demonstration. Hopefully that helps. You can fold any way you like. Like I said, you can wad it up if you want to, but hopefully this video did help you out a little bit. Personal Powerhouse is here to bridge that gap between school and adult living, so living on your own. We're going to teach you everything like that. Hang out with us, subscribe to the channel. We have so much content in the pipeline. Now, what we're going to have soon is online courses. If you want to get the biggest discount on those, go to our website, personalpowerhouse.com, and click the button that says Best Deals. That's where you can sign up for the email list. Everybody that's on our email list is gonna get the best discounts that we'll offer, because we just wanna say thank you for giving us your email. So we'll always have the best deals going out to our email subscribers. Engage with us because we're here for you. Like, our whole purpose is to help you get set for adulthood. So if you've got questions on something, ask. We're here. And right now, honestly, it's just me, but I'm going to answer as many questions of yours as I can. And I'm going to treat you like my own nieces and nephews, to where I want you to be prepared. I didn't know any of this before I learned it the hard way. So don't do that. I'll see you soon.